Welcome back to part 4. Now, I'm gonna say my piece real quick on the video from part 3 at the very end because we're gonna start it off that way before getting into the next clip. So, for someone to say, yes, she's right, don't believe rumors out there because the boy did not fall onto, no matter how anybody tries to spin it or anything like that. But for you to be this hysterical and this biased, that you've already made your verdict right there and everything else, and a lot of people and everything else, it's not a good look, low key. And to just the way her energy, it's giving negative. I didn't like it. Bad type of post right there to try to get any kind of stuff like that out, or any kind of to awareness for spread of misrumors and shit like that. That's not how you do it. Let's run the next clip.
If my son did what Karmelo did, I would be like, nigga, you was tripping. You mean to tell me somebody pushed you 2 times and you pulled an unfolded poker out of the bag and you, with enough force to push it through his sternum?
As a point, he was tripping at that one point because all he got was shoved. There was no point and no time to pull out any sort of type of weapon over a shove. Let's continue.
I'd be like, bro, you ready for this bit? Cause you going to the penitentiary, man.
No, not penitentiary, but y'all will see my opinion on this, both common sense and as a mother, after we go through all the videos. Like I said, let's keep going.
I'm telling you, if that was my son, that would have been my response. I may have possibly been able to, if I could have started a GoFundMe, but it wouldn't have been, I wouldn't even have did that. I would have got an attorney and told the attorney to get the best plea deal that he could possibly get. As a father, I would have been remorseful to the family. When Mr. Metcalf asked to pray with me, I'd have been like so grateful and so, man, that would have meant everything. Like, I'm just thinking about it as a father. I got 2 sons, right? I'm telling you, facts. I would have been like, I would not, bro, I don't care. That is just insane to me. Tell me what, anybody else feel that way?
And is very much so correct. It is insane. Over a push or a shove, a chest shove, you grab a weapon. The other boy did not have a weapon. Mind you, there was no point to even have that at a school or anything related to a school, a sport, track, activity related, anything. Like, so I'm sorry, as a mother, I would have been remorseful towards the family as well. But at the same time, as I said in the previous videos, both parties are at wrong. I'm sorry. Let's keep it going.
So now that we got the footage of Karmelo Anthony, let's see what really happened. I put some arrows out there, try to slow it down as much as possible. But let's try to analyze this, right? First, we have Karmelo Anthony coming out from under the bleachers, right? So we can debunk the theory that he was just trying to get out of the rain because he was already out of the rain at that point. So he goes over there, right? He passes 2 more tents on his way to get out of the rain. Then we get to the tent that he's up under, right? This is the area that we're looking at right here, folks, right? So what do we see here? It's kind of hard to see. We see a push, a thrust back, immediate thrust back. He was ready, and he goes out the back of the tent. So we're going to try to slow it down a little bit more. Certainly wasn't 4 people up under there trying to beat him. We'd have saw fist flyings, right? We see a push, thrust back immediately, and then he's up out of there in the back. Now, you see the kid that jumped over the bleachers. I'm going to point him out right here. This kid jumps out, goes to the left, right? And I wanted to show that because I wanted to debunk the theory, right, that he was getting jumped. If anybody has ever seen anybody get jumped, right, when you see somebody getting jumped and all these hyenas are on somebody, right, when the person escapes the area, does everybody just say, oh, okay, we're done? No, they chase him, right? Adrenaline's pumping. If he was getting jumped, First of all, you would have saw a lot more commotion. Second of all, you would have seen somebody chasing his ass up out of that tent, right? And that's not what happened. We see the kid jump the bleachers. He goes right over towards Austin, right, to see what happened. Okay. Now, did Austin push him? Certainly, right? He gave him a pretty good shove. But we're in high school, right? We talking about high school. Even as adults, we see people shoving each other, giving them a hard push, right? We see this all the time. If you never seen anybody get a check shove, then you must be silly. This happens all the time. It does not justify getting stuck.
The victim's gonna be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get medics. Guys, all right. He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me. I don't know what happened.
So he didn't say they was jumping me. He said he. This is where pronouns are very important. I've said this in my other video, right? He said he. He put his hands on me. He didn't say they put their hands on me. They was jumping me. If you was getting jumped, that's what you should have been saying, what really happened, right? See, the truth always comes out when it's immediate because you have no time to think about a lie. So when he said he put his hands on me, I told him not to. That was not justifiable for unaliving. So I know a lot of people are seeing these videos, and let me tell you, I'm hearing all kinds of shit simply off just for this recording right here, where he says he put his hands on me. People are case closed right there. That was self-defense because he said he put his hands on me. What are we talking about? Are we just gonna go around now? Anybody steps on your sneakers, puts their hands on you, you're just gonna unalive them? Well, you'll be up doing 35 years if that's the case.
Good, all made sense until the last point. No, it wouldn't be 35 because of his age and everything. And think about it, okay? He's right. There was no reason to bring out a knife or stick someone, multi-purpose tool knife, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. There was no reason for that whatsoever, and that could have been avoided. That boy would have still been alive if they actually would have fist fought and everything instead of bringing out a multi-purpose tool knife. Most of anything, suspended for a couple of days of school and timeout and penalty on their track or football, whatever, and everybody would have been alive, scot-free, and none of this would have happened, or if they would have told a fucking adult all together. So, let's keep it going.